across the ring is the defending champion, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing purple trunks with white and gold trim, hailing from Ohio. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 14 wins coming by way of knockout. He's undefeated.
Man, what's up with it, family? What's going on? What's up with it? Hold on, let me bring myself in here. I'm trying not to man, let me check my level, make sure everybody can hear me, man. Y'all give me a 1. What's up with you, Lala? Salute to you. What's going on with it? Hold on, let me see. Man, I'm out of practice, man. I ain't went live in the few. I'm out of practice. What's up with it, family? What's up with it? What's up with it? Salute to you. Salute to you. Okay, Lala gave me the 1s. Y'all can hear. Man, what's going on with it, man? Man, I leave it to me to the lad to give y'all the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Leave it to me to give y'all the last minute, man. I'm here on location. You know what I mean? I'm in Cleveland, man. I'm downtown Cleveland. A little bit about half a mile from the arena. That's where I decided to stay. I'm right here on the lake. Hey man, salute to we here, man. Man. Y'all know I'm all in my feelings about this one, man. You understand what I'm saying? I'm all in my feelings. Good, bad, and indifferent. You know what I'm saying? Good, bad, and indifferent. I'm all in my feelings. Lala said it's Ohio Day, and she said, "Go Abdullah." Hey, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all, man. But man, we definitely here, man. We definitely here. And I'm gonna be real with you. Like, for me, like, I'm in this love angry space with the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm in this love angry space with the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? I fall in and out with the fighters, man. I fall in and out with I don't like the powers that be, period. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. I don't like the powers that be. I don't like the promoters, you know, the powers, the majority of the commentators. You understand what I'm saying? I really don't like them, man. I'm really truly here for the fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really here for the fighters. I like the you know, the promoters and the suits and, you know, the networks and all that stuff. I like them from the standpoint of actually putting on the fights and the value that they bring with regard to the production of the fights and so on and so forth. But outside of that, man, I don't have no use for them, man. Royal Constrictor, what's up with you? Man, salute to everybody, man. Acavelli, what's up with you, homie? K_, what's going on? Felix Nunez, what's up with you, bro? Salute to you. Tiffy 2 in the building. What's happening with your sister? Lala D is in the building. What's going on with you, Lala? Royal Constrictor is in the building. What's up with it? Joe Delaney. Come on, Joe. She was on Facebook. Salute to Joe. Salute to Joe. Joe said, good morning, everyone. Salute to Joe. K_, what's going on with you, homie? Salute to you. He said, I wouldn't have known who Albert Bell is if it wasn't for you. Royal Constrictor said, the battle from Ohio. Salute to my sister Queen 71. Let me say this to y'all, man. Shout out to my sister Queen 71. Do y'all realize I found out that the fight from Queen 71? I don't think y'all know that. Nobody knows that. I've never said it. I found out that the fight had been changed because of Queen. Queen texted me and said, you know, hey man, congratulations. You feel me? Salute to Cam J Network in the building. What's up with you, homie? Salute, family. Because y'all be sure to go subscribe to Cam J Network, man. Whole lot of my Ohio brethren in the building. You up here, bro? Or you still, or is you at the crib? I think you said you was doing a watch along stream, so I know you ain't watching along from inside, bro. You can go to jail. But so Queen, I'm talking loud. I just realized I was talking loud. Queen hit me up and texted me and said, congratulations on the fight. So I'm like, she like on you know, Bell fighting Mason. I'm like, baby, Bell fighting Cruz. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about, Queen? I'm thinking Queen need a nap or something. You know, Queen be working late night shifts and shit. I'm like, man, Queen need a nap, man. She tweaking. She like, nah, Cordina pulled out and Bell stepped in. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? But then I go and I didn't pass go. I didn't collect 200. I got on the phone. You see what I'm saying? Like I literally got on the phone immediately. And then I found out it was real. And I'm like, ah. So then I automatically went into a place of depression, man. I was depressed for a minute. You feel me? Ratchet since 91. What's up with you, homie? I went into a space of depression, man. I was depressed for about a day and a half, man. I was out my treehouse. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because y'all know how, hey man, like I love everybody. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Punch Junkie family, man. Salute to everybody. My usual suspect 6 family. Salute to everybody, man. But this Ohio shit, it's this Ohio shit for me. You feel me? And if I ain't nothing else, I'm Ohio versus everybody. You feel me? Like it's y'all understand what it is, man. I bleed that shit. You understand? And so I'm a little Jared 11 Green. What's up with you, homie? Salute to you. Gregory X in the building. What's up with you, bro? The War Report in the building. What's up with you, bro? So yeah, I was, you know, I'm a little put off by that, man. But I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? So I took a chance, you know, and I got over it. And then I'm realizing how important this fight is for the sport of boxing. You understand what I'm saying? It's important for the careers of the fighters. Like it's important for Albert Bell. It's important for Abdullah Mason. It's important for their families. You know what I'm saying? And their legacy. Hey, our fella, you here? I figured you'd be here, bro. It's too close to you. Are you here? Yeah, I'm here. I was at the weigh-in yesterday and so on and so forth. Gregory X says, no, either way it goes, Ohio wins. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like that. I got you, Cam J. Just I'm gonna shoot you my math. You know what I'm saying? I'll shoot you my math, man, and get with me, bro. It's on, it's up. I love to do that, man. You already know. I was in there with y'all cooking the other day. What was I saying? So this is good for everybody, but ultimately it's good for the sport of boxing, bro. Because for the better part of the last 2 months, 3 months, what have we been dealing with, man? We've been dealing with the boy band. We in the boy band era of boxing where friends is friends and friends ain't fighting, and friends is brothers and they both occupy titles and they not fighting. And we shared a bunk bed in Colorado Springs in training for one summer, so we ain't never gonna fight. You understand what I'm saying? Like I don't come from that. I don't come from that era, man. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I know TD there. I hooked up with TD yesterday. Yeah. And DP Rocker here too. Him and TD together, or what they was together yesterday. But and Ohio Runs Boxing, of course, you know, he pulled up. And we y'all go check out the article, man. We just published a new article. I was up till 3 a.m., man. So I couldn't do nothing but like the only thing I could do was to write an article, man. You feel me? Y'all notice I got to the last minute to do a podcast. I couldn't bring myself to it to do the podcast. I couldn't bring myself to just. Only thing I could do, man, was just write an article, man, and try to pour my heart into the article. So I'll attach the article. My sister Queen said, "Great article." I'll put the link to the article in here, man. Let me do that right now before I forget. Y'all know I'm silly. Let me be clear. You know what I'm saying? I love both fighters, man. I love their families. You know what I'm saying? I love what they represent to boxing overall, let alone, you know what I'm saying, Ohio boxing. Like, man, these dudes are incredible. I feel like both of them are here. I'm gonna say great read because I'm gonna toot my own horn. But it's over. Go over to punchjunkie.com, www.punchjunkie.com, man, and you can go catch the article. Family Feud under the fireworks. You feel me? It's just boxing. What's up with you, homie? So I'm happy, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, man. It took me a minute to get there because I don't like them fighting at this period right now. I think that, you know, a fight between the two was inevitable, especially if Albert is going to be at 135, and if you know, Abdullah's going to be at 135, you know what I mean, or eventually 140, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be inevitable. But I could have dealt with it not being right now. But it is what it is. And just so we clear, I was very much looking forward to Prince Albert Bell doing the dance on Andy Cruz and watching because I was already coming up to watch Abdullah Mason stop Corky Medina, because, you know, it's in Ohio, it's championship fight back in the city of Ohio. We haven't had a championship title defense in the city of Cleveland for I think it's like 105 years or something like that. Salute to my brother Ohio Runs Boxing for dropping that on me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was very much excited about coming here and watching, you know what I mean, the fight, and I was already here. I was already coming. Yeah, DP, I just told him you was here. TD told me you was here. Ohio, we didn't tonight. Wish I was back home. Are you not in the building? You ain't here? Okay. But anyway, so I was and then I need to holler at Land of the 216, Big Rob. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in the building. But anyway, everybody that's at the fight, man, we need to get together and flick it up, man. We need to get together and get a flick. So I was already just kind of like, I moved out of my depression because I didn't want them fighting. Not right now. I didn't want them fighting off the muscle. But we here, you know what I'm saying? So so, you know, it is what it is, you know what I mean? I felt like this fight is important, like I said, not just for their careers and not just for, you know what I'm saying, the division, but also, you know, for boxing overall, because let's be clear, like boxing needs a facelift, man, top to bottom. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just I don't think it's by accident that this fight is happening now, and it's happening via DAZN. Also, it's the breakout fight with them moving things over to the Turner Network with TNT and True TV picking up the sport of boxing, and this card, you know what I'm saying, showing up there as well. This is going to be, you know, nationally televised. There are going to be a lot of people watching this card, man. This card is extremely popular, and it has an extreme amount of push, you know what I mean, behind it. You know what I mean? So, you know, we in Cleveland. Toledo then came over. It's like about 2 hour difference. You know what I mean? So Toledo then popped up, Cleveland then popped up. You know, the weigh-in yesterday was beyond capacity. Shout out to everybody that follows me on social media. I did a quick snippet outside. It was just too much inside. I just stood outside, you know what I mean, of the weigh-in. Got some, you know, a little bit of footage, but I really truly just wanted to be a fan. Like, I just want to be a fan. You feel me? I went from coming wanting to, you know, give y'all in-depth coverage and interviews and so on and so forth to I realized that I just want to be a fan. You feel me? Like I'm literally just a fan. And so every once in a while though, boxing, man, the sport of boxing just really truly reminds me. I can't speak for you, but it reminds me of why I fell in love with boxing, man. You feel me? And I really truly needed it because, man, I've been outdone with boxing, man. I'm outdone with you know, boxing, with the powers to be, the moves, the decisions. I'm outdone with people, you know, who decide to talk about boxing, talking about the same shit every day. You know what I mean? And all they're talking about is fighters who ain't fighting. You feel me? We talking about fighters who ain't fighting, fights that's not happening, fights that's not signed, who's ducking who, and so on and so forth. And at some point, I don't understand how who's ducking who has become more important, and it outweighs who's fighting who. You understand what I'm saying? How does who's ducking who outweigh who's fighting who? You understand what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't like. We talking about Tank Davis in a time when we got Abdullah Mason about to fight Albert Prince Bell for a 135-pound title. Two undefeated black fighters. You understand what I'm saying? With two separate storylines. You understand what I'm saying? Both boxing royalty. You understand what I'm saying? And they come in and they literally about to fight. And we not talking about that. We talking about monkey shit. Like, bro, I ain't got no use for it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just where I'm at with this shit, bro. So I've been outdone just with everybody so much that I just been unplugged. You know what I mean? Because boxing is not like the sport has not been, it's not a real place anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Like it used to be, to be honest with you, it used to be a microcosm of life where, you know, you have the different storylines, you have different things, you see fighters going through different things, you see, you know, people overcoming and all that kind of stuff. But now it's a microcosm of life. It's a whole lot of bitch shit. You feel me? A whole lot of gossip, a whole lot of softness. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want no parts of that, bro. You understand? Like I'm cool. But this right here, man, I needed this. You understand what I'm saying? Because it reminds me of why I fell in love with sports. You feel me? And not because of no viral knockout. You understand what I'm saying? Not because of no social media arguments. You feel me? Not because somebody was called out on Instagram or Twitter or whatever they be doing. Like, we in a space right now where motherfuckers will, like, bruh, as a grown man, motherfuckers will take their cameras, set up their cameras, start filming themselves, and they talk for 20, 30, an hour about something that somebody tweeted. You talking about something that you, as a grown man, bro, you gonna talk for an hour or 20 minutes or 10 minutes or 7 minutes or 5 minutes, and you're going to spend your time talking about something that a 25-year-old man tweeted. And I'm supposed to sit here and listen to that shit about some motherfuckers going back and forth on Twitter, cuz. On Twitter. Bruh, Twitter. Do you understand, bro? Like I told y'all before, like I was raised by them old niggas, man. If the sound of the word Twitter make a motherfucker think I'm lighting the ass where I'm from. You understand what I'm saying? The men that raised me think I'm lighting the ass if I'm running around here talking about Twitter. Twitter, tweet me, tweet. You motherfuckers is talking about tweets. You talking about tweets. Oh, he tweeted. Tweet. Come on, cuz. Bro, I'm 47, 40. What am I? I'm 48 years old, man. I got kids, nigga. I got a daughter that's 20, about to be 24. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm finna, like, cuz. Man, nah. Hey, Felix, I love you, bro. I ain't fooling with you. And I'm gonna tell you why, bro. I've been talking about Albert Prince Bell for shit 10 years on here, bro. If you ain't went and watched him by now, that's your fault, bro. I didn't, and not just you, but y'all don't know about Albert Prince Bell. That's y'all fault. I've been on here talking about that dude for hours. I got interviews with him. You feel me? I got pictures with him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way. So when y'all be coming to me and talking to me about Albert and y'all don't know him, man, that's on you, Felix. I love you. But ain't no way, bro. I've been talking about Albert Prince Bell forever. You understand what I'm saying? Then featured him, then wrote articles about him, then talked about him being ducked step by step. Then talked about him being ducked at 130. Everybody at 130 ducked him. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get into that though. But nah, bro, I'm messing with you, bro. He is 6 foot, bro. He's 6 foot, bro. And he's crafty. You feel me? He's a decorated amateur. You understand what I'm saying? He's He for real, bro. Hey man, he's a monster, bro. He's a monster. He everything you want, man. He everything you want in a Midwest Ohio, slick Ohio fighter. He a fighting motherfucker. You feel me? Abdullah Mason, everything you want in a young, hungry champion, bro. Yeah, everything you want. Salute to my brother Ohio Runs Boxing in the building. What's up with you, bro? Salute to my brother Ohio Runs Boxing. Y'all be sure to go follow my in the super chat, man. Y'all be sure to go follow my brother on social media, man. Salute, bro. But nah, man, I've been talking about Buddy for years, bro. So this ain't nothing new. Like I really be real Ohio really got something to say when it comes to this boxing shit. You feel me? And it's gonna be on Complete Showcase today. It's on Complete Showcase. It's a couple fighters that I wish were on the card. They not on the card. You feel me? It wouldn't have been that they gonna make the card better. It just would really be an all Ohio showcase. You feel me? Like I love the fact that Shoo Carrington is on the card. Salute to young Shoo. You feel me? I love that. You feel me? But I needed a little Jared Big Baby on here. You feel me? I need a little Charles Conwell on here. You feel me? But anyway, man. So once again, man, you know, it wasn't like it reminded me of why I really love this sport, man. It ain't got nothing to do with tweets. You feel me? It's two fighters actually decided to fight. You feel me? Two fighters that actually decided to fight. Two fighters that literally have a mutual respect. They have a relationship. You feel me? They are brothers by religion. You understand what I'm saying? They are fraternity brothers by craft. Like, and they decided to come together and make a fight. You understand what I'm saying? They decided to come together and make a fight. And that's what this weekend, man, Albert Bell, Abdullah Mason, Albert Bell. That's what it is. Two undefeated Ohio fighters, one world championship, one opportunity. You feel me? Two cities, one holiday, and ultimately, man, one standard. Because this is the new standard in the sport. This is the new standard. And if your fighter or your favorite fighter or these fighters that you support and you love and you adore and you spend time talking about and championing for it, if they not willing to do this, bro, they not worth the conversation. You feel me? If they not willing and ready to put it on the line, they not worth the conversation. Period. The new standard. Yeah. And for real, I really fired this up, man, because I wanted to talk about, and I took my time. Everybody been looking for me. People been calling me like, man, I want to know what you want to say, what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Been calling me, texting me, DMing me, want to know what I got to say about the fight this week. And I haven't done any show because I had to take my time, man. And then ultimately, I really wanted to come down here and really get into the environment. I wanted to soak it all in myself. But this is way bigger than people realize, man. Way bigger. And I honestly believe that this ain't just one of the biggest fights of the summer. This ain't that. I think this is one of the most important fights that boxing has made like all year. And that's real. You understand what I'm saying? That's real. But man, welcome back, man. Welcome to the channel, man. If you haven't done so, be sure to hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe button. If you are tapping in via the Junior the Truth channel, salute to you. I appreciate it. Make your way over to the Punch Junkie YouTube channel, man. And be sure you subscribe to the Punch Junkie YouTube channel because we're streaming on both platforms right now. And I really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. And the Punch Junkie, you can go over and visit the website, www.punchjunkie.com. It's the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science, man, period. And you already know what time it is, man. We don't chase narratives. We don't protect promoters. I don't work for no networks. You understand? I know my shit dope. I know everything look dope. I don't work for no networks. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't on the take. Nothing's for sale. And they've tried. You understand what I'm saying? I don't manufacture no outrage and none of that kind of shit. I just tell the truth. And the fact of the matter is, man, sometimes the truth just it ain't what everybody else is talking about. You feel me? It ain't what everybody else is talking about. Because a lot of times the boxing world is focused on, you know, what's next or what's popular or whatever the case may be, or wanting to, you know, people in the sport of boxing focus on the individual connections that they have and so on and so forth. Like I'm not there. You understand what I'm saying? For me, what's happening right now is what's happening in Cleveland, Ohio, man. You feel me? Yeah, that's what matters to me. What's happening in Cleveland, Ohio? Yeah. Ohio Runs Boxing said Charles Conwell and Dante Benjamin Jr. Nefertiti. Queen 71 said, you need your boy Montana Love on there. Yeah, that's true. Jeff, the producer, said, we got so many good fighters in Ohio, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Kim J Network said the title stands in Ohio. You feel me? It stays in Ohio. The guy, my brother, the chief MMA correspondent for the Punch Junkie brand, says, I don't like it. I prefer Ohio versus everybody. Yeah, he's still stuck on that. Mac in the South. What's up with you, homie? Man. So all right, man. I guess I could talk about the fight, man. I've been trying not to. I'm having a hard time, man, with this. You feel me? This just ain't another title defense, y'all. Like, for real. This ain't just, it ain't a Showtime, it ain't a hometown showcase. I think that's what Corky Medina was gonna be. It was gonna be a hometown showcase. This is the kind of fight that we beg boxing to make. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we beg boxing to make these fights. Two undefeated fighters. You know what I mean? Two world-class talents. Locking horns, man. You understand what I'm saying? And for me, that's what this represents. Because we complain, man, that the best won't fight the best. Everybody's protecting their undefeated records. Promoters is killing the sport. Promoters and networks won't work together. Like, we heard it all. And for real, a lot of those complaints, man, they true. Like, they true. But every now and again, man, some shit comes along that just, man, it reminds us of what boxing is supposed to be. You feel me? A champion, man. And when you get a champion, like when I have my champions, I can't speak for y'all, but when I have my champions, bro, I don't want my champions in there with cakewalks. You understand what I'm saying? I want my champions in there with a dangerous challenger, like real risk, real consequences, no excuses, like no marinating, no fights, no waiting until somebody gets old. Just fight. You understand what I'm saying? That's the standard. Like, just fight. You feel me? And I think that, you know, ultimately that's what this fight is. That's what this fight is. And this fight, you know, as we know, this wasn't supposed to happen. Albert Bell was training to fight Andy Cruz, which I was really looking forward to that fight because Keyshawn Davis is scared of Andy Cruz in the professional ranks. Like, I ain't got it in me no more, man. All this talking and everybody, you know, pussyfooting around the conversations, I ain't got that no more. You feel me? I'm giving it to you blunt, straight, and motherfuckers gonna get mad. They better scratch their ass and get glad because they ain't gonna do nothing to me and they ain't gonna fight. You understand what I'm saying? So they ain't gonna do nothing but just be upset or tweet, and I don't read them no way. You feel me? Keyshawn Davis is afraid to fight Andy Cruz. You feel me? And I wasn't sure that he was afraid to fight Andy Cruz until I saw how he acted when Andy Cruz lost. When I saw how Keyshawn and the energy that he had when Andy Cruz lost, I knew that Keyshawn Davis was afraid to fight Andy Cruz in the professional rankings. So much, in fact, that Andy Cruz been running around here calling himself Keyshawn Davis' daddy, and Keyshawn still ain't signed to fight him. Talking about it ain't time. He got to do this, he got to do that, and blah, 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 blah. As if you have accomplished anything great in the sport of boxing, which you should set yourself apart. You understand what I'm saying? You won a world title, you lost the world title. You understand what I'm saying? Period. Look. K _ says, not afraid. There's no point to fight Andy. Andy ain't got shit going on. Andy whooped his ass 4 times in the amateur, and he been running around calling himself his daddy. If that ain't a reason to fight, bro, especially for a motherfucker with daddy issues, he's afraid to fight Andy Cruz. He's afraid to fight him, bro. He's afraid to fight him. It is a reason. It's already a built-in storyline. A. B. Every great fighter has a rival. They already have a rivalry that is built in the amateurs that they can easily bring to the pros. Every great fighter that we think about, the fighters that we revere, the fighters that we still tell stories about, they had a rival. The modern landscape of the sport of boxing is absent of rivalries. He's afraid to fight Andy Cruz as a pro. Albert Bell was not. Albert Bell was fighting Andy Cruz for a mandatory spot. Yada, yada, yada. Medina was supposed to fight Mason. He had visa issues. The fight wasn't supposed to happen. They were able to pull this fight together on the last minute side, 7 days or so, a little bit, 7 days, close to 7 days, able to make this fight happen. But it was not the original plan. Joe Cordina was the original plan, and Albert Bell was fighting Andy Cruz. They called Albert Bell, you feel me? And Albert Bell wasn't the first call. Albert Bell was not the first call. They called Albert Bell, offered Albert to fight, and Albert said yes. All you gotta do is say yes. Let's be clear, man. Albert is 33 years old. He's been avoided. He's 28-0. He's been avoided by all of the top world champions, rather, at 130 and the top prospects. I'll give you a list of people who avoided Albert Bell. Emmanuel Navarrete, Oscar Valdez, Robinson Kaseykow, Jamel Herring. Emmanuel Navarrete and Jamel Herring was both world champions. Shakur Stevenson. And there's another one at the top of my head that I'm thinking of that I can't remember. They all have been dancing around Albert Prince Bell. All of them. To the fact of him being mandatory for 2 years for Emmanuel Navarrete, and Emmanuel Navarrete never giving him his opportunity. And he wasn't made to give him his opportunity. Albert Bell was signed to Top Rank. Top Rank could not make any of the fighters fight him. Top Rank could not get any of those fighters that I just mentioned who were all signed to Top Rank. They couldn't get any of them to fight Albert Bell. So much, in fact, that they had an amicable split, and they let Albert Bell out of his contract because they could not deliver the big fights to him. Albert Bell, since then, has really been getting it out the mud. Shout out to Toledo, Ohio. He's been getting it out the mud. He's signed with Post Boxing, and they've been having hometown cards. He's done a bit as a road warrior. He's been on the road fighting, you know what I mean, so on and so forth, putting together a resume, maintaining his record, staying active, and getting himself just waiting for an opportunity. He got another opportunity because of him being in the ranking system. Him being in the ranking system and getting working his way back up in the ranking system, which I don't respect the ranking systems, but that's a whole nother conversation. And getting a title eliminator versus Cruz. Here comes All ID. She says, Crispy, I'm 3 minutes behind, but Keyshawn is not afraid of Andy Cruz. He said Cruz was the first person Key tried to fight. Cruz's team said he wasn't ready, and Cruz never responded to Key saying that. Crispy, they lied about that. I'm gonna digress because this ain't about that. I'll do another video about that. We'll have another conversation. We can argue and bicker about that. This is about Albert Bell and Mason, Abdullah Mason. This is about Ohio. You feel me? This is about Ohio. Keyshawn Davis is scared to fight Andy Cruz in the pros. So she said, okay, let's keep it Ohio. I'm gonna keep it Ohio. Ultimately, though, she said, I'm caught up now. Ultimately, though, man, I'm trying to do a script. This script don't work. I'm just gonna say this. This fight, man, the opportunity knocked, and Albert answered it You know what I'm saying? As far as Abdullah Mason, you know what I'm saying? I think Abdullah is an incredible champion. I think that Abdullah is the kid is tough. The kid is skillful. He's skilled and skillful. I think the kid has a tremendous upside, man. And it's just remarkable. You know what I mean? I seen a picture that Albert had of him and Abdullah had to be about 10 years old, which would have made, what was that about? No, it might have been about 12, which would have been like 10 years ago. So that would have made Albert like 23. You feel me? And they're together after one of Albert's fights. This is just really, truly an incredible. This is just incredible. I want to speak directly to my people though, for real. Because I'm gonna say this directly to Ohio. You feel me? This is ours, man. This ain't New York. This ain't Vegas. This ain't Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? I've been one of the people that's championed for a very long time for them to bring boxing back to the people. Boxing is for the people. Boxing is ours, man. The sport of boxing is ours. You feel me? It's our, it doesn't belong to like it doesn't belong to the suits. It doesn't belong to the networks. It belongs to us. And so for people to get these champions that we come up and we support in these cities, and I ain't just talking about Ohio. I'm talking about all over the country. You know what I mean? These fighters come from these cities and they're from the cloth of these cities, and they take this cloth from our cities and they put them somewhere else. You feel me? When they could be having world championship boxing in the cities. For those of you all who've been around, y'all know I've been the one championing for that. And what ended up happening from that was we started to see it. You feel me? The PBC actually listened to what we was talking about and what we were clamoring for as fans. And if you all remember, they started bringing boxing back to the cities. They brought the first world title fight back to Toledo, Ohio, with Robert Easter Jr. We started to see AB have more of his have homecoming fights in Cincinnati. You feel me? And then it started to go from there. You started to see Bud Crawford fight in Omaha, Nebraska. You started to see we got to see Jamal Charlo versus Brandon Adams in Houston, Texas, so on and so forth. You feel me? So on and so forth. And so this is like I said, man, we ain't in Saudi Arabia. We in Cleveland, Ohio. You feel me? Like, we've watched Abdullah Mason grow up. You feel me? We've watched Albert Bell grow up. We've watched him grind. You feel me? We've watched both of their careers develop over the years, and we've watched those young men represent our state in a beautiful way, man. You feel me? We've watched the Mason family and how they represent the sport and then represent the state and the city of Cleveland. You know what I mean? We've seen Albert Bell and how he carries himself and how he represents Toledo, Ohio, and Ohio ultimately. Beautifully. You understand what I'm saying? And we've seen them represent it and do this boxing shit the way it's supposed to be done. They not tweeting, they not twatting, they not running around here trying to live like rappers. They not running around here so full of estrogen-esque activities. You feel me? They not running around here getting in fights and skirmishes and going and in and out of jail. They not running around here, man, beating up their baby mamas. They not running around here going in the locker rooms and fighting the opponents after the fights. They not engaging in none of that monkey shit. They represent the sport beautifully. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And tonight they fight, and one of them is going to be a world champion, and one of them is going to have a loss. You feel me? Their first professional loss. And this don't really happen like that. Think about it. The modern landscape of the sport of boxing, man, all you hear and all people talk about is just a bunch of monkey shit. Very rarely. Man, very, very, very rarely. Felix says, damn, Abdullah is 11 years, Bell's junior. What is Abdullah? Abdullah is 22, right? And Bell's 33. He's like, he got him by like 11 years, 10, 11 years. Yep. You said could experience play a factor? It could. It could. It could, bro. It could. But the mere fact that these fighters and the way that they carry the sport, man, for me, is literally worth something celebrating. Like I told you, I'm here for the fighters. Like I'm literally here for the fighters. And I mean, it's crazy and it's funny. But even yesterday at the weigh-in, man, I'm sitting there, you know what I mean? And you know, everybody, like all the different media personalities, all the different the suits, you feel me? Scam Daddy, Bob Aaron come walking past, everybody gives me the nod, everybody looks at me, few people shake hands and whatever the case may be. But the love, like the love that I get, it comes from the fighters. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's something to be able to see Sean Porter and to dap him up and you know and keep it moving. It's so funny yesterday because my son had on his Punch Junkie gear and he wanted to put some of the Punch Junkie cards in his he had an ID badge. He wanted to put the Punch Junkie cards in his ID badge. One of the cards that he had was Sean Porter. To show Sean Porter that my son got the card that my son got his Punch Junkie card. You feel me? In this thing. You understand what I'm saying? Jared coming up to me and Jared Anderson coming up to me and give me a hug, man, and he in shape. You feel me? Like I hug him and squeeze and he in shape. You understand what I'm saying? He say, man, I'm still in shape. I'm ready. You feel me? Then him hugging my kids. You know what I mean? And my son looking at him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know, seeing Bomac, man, getting to shake Bomac's hand and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Getting the dap up Bud Crawford and keep it moving. Not slamming my camera in their face, not asking them a whole bunch of questions, not chasing them to the cars, not none of that. Just really, truly just being a grown man and conducting and carrying myself like a grown man because I'm here for the fighters. I don't care nothing about none of the other stuff. Like this shit can be done differently. You feel me? And if y'all notice anything about me, the interviews that I have, like, you know, we'll do interviews, but the interviews that I have, I'm not chasing nobody to a car. I'm not running around after somebody, chasing somebody from room to room. I'm not pulling out my camera trying to sit there and catch somebody talking with 25 other people talking. No, if I'm an interview, we're going to sit down and we're going to talk like men. You feel me? Or a man and a woman or adults. Yeah. But anyway, I got to get out of here, man. Back to this fight. Because y'all really want to know who I'm cheering for and how I see this fight going. Yeah, K_. I'm just having real conversations, bro. I don't want to do none of that. I don't want to do none of the other stuff. Like I'm not interested in any of the other stuff. Yeah. So all right, man, let me give y'all this, man. So I already told y'all why I'm excited. Let's start with the champion, man, Abdullah. Like I said, I've been high on Abdullah Mason for a very long time. I think he's one of the brightest young talents in the sport of boxing. I put him over all of them other young dudes for the long haul. I think he is literally built for longevity. I think, you know, stylistically, I think he's built for longevity. Mentally and emotionally, I think he's built for longevity, and ultimately, the most importantly, I believe that his support system is literally built for longevity. My guy says, bro, he says, you've got so much integrity. You had so much information that you kept a secret. I appreciate it, bro. But you know, but like guy, bro, you know me, bro. Like you my brother, you know me. Like, bro, it's not that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to slam these dudes. You don't hear me talking about these dudes' personal lives or their personal transgressions or things that are going on. Like, I'm not here for that, man. Like, and I don't glorify it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't bask in it when these dudes fall off because ultimately I want all these young dudes to be successful. You understand what I'm saying? They're here for my entertainment. They're literally here for my entertainment, bro. I don't relish in these dudes messing up, even the ones I don't like, because there's a lot of them I don't like. It's just the truth. I don't like them. You feel me? I might respect them as fighters and boxers and shit, but their personalities I don't like. You understand what I'm saying? The moves and shit that people do, like, I don't like. You feel me? And I don't have to like shit. You know, I don't. If I'm just being clear, the way that I'm wired, just as a man, the fact of the matter is, you're gonna do some shit that I don't like. I'm gonna do some shit that you don't like. We're men. I don't agree with everything somebody says or everything somebody does or whatever the case may be. You feel me? I'm just a person that I'm just so real that if I see some sucker shit, I'm gonna say it's some sucker shit and then I can move on. You can still be my brother. We can still be cool. I can still support you. You can still support me. But you was on some sucker shit. That was some sucker shit, and it ain't nothing that you can make about that shit. Make it be cool with me. You feel me? You can't do it. You can't do it. So much, in fact, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna keep moving. I can't wait until Tiger Johnson he fights tonight. I can't wait till Tiger Johnson climbs up in the rankings good enough to fight Dave Haney. I can't wait. I can't wait. You feel me? Shout out to Dave. I love Dave. Shout out to Dave Haney. Shout out to Bill. I love Bill. Shout out to Tiger. I love Tiger. Salute the Tigers team. I can't wait until Tiger gets up in the rankings high enough to fight Dave Haney. I've been high on Abdullah Mason for a long time, and I think he has legitimate superstar potential. You know what I'm saying? And here's why: he don't just beat people up; he breaks them. He breaks them. That's different. It's one thing to beat somebody up and stop them. It's something totally different to break somebody. He breaks them. You see what I'm saying? Some fighters are content, like winning rounds. Mason wants to finish the fights. He's southpaw. He's explosive. He's creative. He throws punches. You know, he throws punches from angles that a lot of fighters just really, truly, just don't anticipate. I think his timing is exceptional. You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter is he's only 22 years old, period. You feel me? Hey, Justin X Factor, he said, yeah, Tiger need to get that get back for real, for real. Man, that's what this shit all about. You feel me? Like, you feel me? We from where we from, so people, you know, bullshit gonna happen. You know what I mean? The nigga shit gonna happen. That's that. Bullshit gonna happen. Sucker shit gonna happen. I'm from where I'm from. 20-1 ain't no, that's sucker shit. No matter how you slice that up. You understand what I'm saying? That's sucker shit. And everybody know. Everybody know. You feel me? Everybody just ain't got the balls to say that that's some sucker shit. Everybody know. I don't care what happened. 20-1 is some sucker shit. I can't wait until Tiger gets up in the rankings so that we can actually have that fight. That's it. That's what this shit is all about. It's about fighting. It's about them fighting in the ring, not out the ring. It's about them fighting in the ring. It ain't about no whole bunch of people that's just around that's messing up the money. It ain't about that. No. K _ said if Bell's smart, he's not gonna give him too many opportunities. Bell is gonna keep. Hey, come on, KG. You gotta let this shit bubble quietly. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. All right. He throws punches from angles that the majority of fighters can't anticipate. His time is exceptional, especially for me, the fact that he's 22 years old. But this is what impresses me more than his physical gifts. Abdullah Mason is calm. Like his demeanor is calm in and out the ring. Like it transfers out the ring, in the ring. He's calm. You feel me? He's calm. He don't fight like a young fighter. He don't rush. He don't waste energy. He understands his pacing. You understand what I'm saying? And that's rare. That's really, really rare. Most young punchers fall in love with their power. You feel me? They fall in love with their power. I think Mason falls in love with his positioning, being able to get in a position where he can touch you and hurt you. And that's why I believe his ceiling is so high. Like he falls in love with positioning, not the power, but literally positioning, controlling the distance, being able to measure and calculate and get in the appropriate positions in order to land his shots, man. And that's why I believe his ceiling is so high. So what does he have to do to win? If I'm in Abdullah Mason's corner, I probably should put that on the t-shirt. somebody gonna try to steal it now. I should put that on the t-shirt. All right, you know, I'm always saying, man, if I was in such and such corner, if I was in his corner or on his team or in the front row, I would be telling him one thing: don't chase Albert Bell. Don't chase him. Make Albert Bell fight. You feel me? Albert wants this to be a tactical contest. You understand what I'm saying? He wants it to be a tactical. He wants time. He wants space. He wants rhythm. Don't give it to him. Like, don't give him any of that. You got to close the distance behind your feet. You feel me? Abdullah has to close the distance behind his feet, not his hands. You understand what I'm saying? He got to cut the ring. He got to attack the body. He got to make Albert uncomfortable. And he got to make Albert uncomfortable because once Albert gets comfortable, he's difficult. He's really, really, really difficult when he gets comfortable. If you haven't been watching Albert Bell, which a lot of y'all haven't because y'all stupid. No, I'm just playing. Y'all not stupid. Y'all just don't really watch boxing. And it's okay. It's like people, I'm listening to people talking, they picking Albert to get stopped. And I'm like, how did you arrive at that? How did we get there? Stoppage? How did you get there? Like, the sport of boxing, we need to make I don't know great again. That needs to be a shirt. We need to make I don't know great again. Like, it's okay to not know. Like, bro, I can't watch everybody. I don't know. Instead of making up some shit. But anyway, because there's nothing, if you look at Albert Bell, and there's nothing that would tell you that he's going to get stopped. Nothing. There's nothing that tells you he's going to get stopped. All right. So once Albert gets comfortable, it's very difficult. So I think Mason has to make him uncomfortable. And Mason cannot become impatient. You feel me? He has to literally trust the process the whole time. And then the openings will have the potential to come. But don't manufacture them. You got to create them. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying. Like, he has to create them. He has to create the conditions for them. You feel me? Albert Bell. Let's talk about the man that I believe is being criminally overlooked. Like, Albert Bell is being criminally overlooked. Man, the way y'all treat Albert Bell is criminal. You understand what I'm saying? Callum Monk says, I just hope it's going to be an exciting fight tonight. It will be, bro. It will be. This is my brother Gregory X said it a while ago. This one here is a true one for a punch junkie. Yeah, this is a true one for a punch junkie. He said this is going to be a real interesting fight because these guys have sparred before. They grew up around each other. They sparred a lot. Man, I'm down here near the breakfast area and stuff, so it's flies everywhere. Y'all got to excuse me. And they Cleveland flies. Cleveland flies don't respect nothing. Yeah. Justin X Factor said, no lie. No lie. I watch boxing. This fight with Bell is a problem for Abdullah, and I'm from Cleveland. So I'm Mason biased. You feel me? Hey, bro, I think Albert Bell is being overlooked criminally, man. You understand what I'm saying? Albert Bell, man. People keep calling him like the replacement. Man, I hate that. Like, I hate that. You motherfuckers sound stupid. Albert Bell is not the replacement. You feel me? He's the challenger. Like, there's a difference. He's the challenger. Replacements come in here to get in there to save the fight and get their ass knocked out, get their check gone about their business. This ain't that. You feel me? Man, I've watched Albert Bell for years, a long time. You feel me? I've watched people dismiss him. I've watched promoters avoid him. I've watched some of your favorite fighters, promoters and managers tell their fighters to avoid him and not fight him and not take that fight. Jay Prince, I've seen a lot of, I've watched fans underestimating. I've watched him be dismissed. And I think Saturday night, a lot of people are going to realize that this, I'm going to say brother, I really want to say motherfucker, that this brother can really fight. Like, my brother Albert Bell can really fight. Like, this motherfucker can fight. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't flashy. You feel me? He ain't loud. He ain't chasing viral knockouts. He's disciplined. He's patient. He's intelligent. You feel me? He's tall. He's long. He's fundamentally sound. Those qualities, they don't sell tickets. You feel me? When you the technician, man, that shit don't sell tickets all the time, but it wins fights. You understand what I'm saying? It wins fights. And sometimes the most dangerous man in the sport of boxing is the one that nobody's talking about. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say that. Calamunk says, who has Albert Bell fought though? Abdullah is gonna toy with that boy, then get him out of there. Watch. I'll be back live. I'm gonna get up in the morning and go back to the crib, and I'll go live tomorrow evening, man, and recap. So just come back to the post-fight show, bro. Come back to the post-fight. Yeah. Queen said the win might be controversial. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to the last minute change though. Why is Bell dangerous, man? Let's be honest. Bell creates problems. First of all, he's taller. He's longer. He's patient. He don't panic. He don't overcommit. You feel me? He forces you to come and get him and beat him. That sounds simple, but it's actually one of the hardest styles to overcome in the sport of boxing. If you've listened to people talk about boxing, they've talked about, you know, the style. The people who have been talking about this fight, and ain't a whole lot of them, but the ones who have been talking about it, they talk about the conflict of styles because Cordina was actually going to be there, and Abdullah Mason was training for Cordina, who's actually going to be there. He's going to come forward. He's going to be in your face. He's going to be trying to apply pressure. He's going to be there to be hit. Albert Bell is the exact opposite. He's going to make you come and get him. He's going to make you come get him. He don't overcommit, man. It sounds simple, like I said, but it's a hard style to overcome. Like, the dude hasn't been getting avoided for no reason. Nobody will fight him. Yeah. Nobody will fight him. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why, let me say this, the reason why that style is so difficult to overcome is real simple, man. It's because disciplined fighters, they don't give away rounds. You understand what I'm saying? They make you earn everything. And I don't think Bell is there. He ain't gonna be there he's gonna be there to win. That's what I'm gonna say. He's gonna be there to win. He's trying to neutralize you, he's trying to remove your strengths. And that's a completely different mindset. I think he's gonna make Abdullah Mason reset. You feel me? He's gonna make you reach. He's gonna be making Abdullah think. And every second that Abdullah is spending where he's in there thinking is one less second he's attacking. And that's Albert Bell's game. Man, this is a tremendous fight, man. Yeah, this is a tremendous fight. And I think that, you know, ultimately the real battle is people be thinking like this fighting shit. They think this is about power. And I disagree. Like, you know what I mean? This fight is going to be about distance. It's going to be about who controls the range. You know what I mean? And I think everything starts there. If Mason consistently gets inside, then I think Albert's going to have a big problem on his hands. You feel me? And I think if Bell consistently keeps Abdullah outside, then I think the champ is going to have problems. And I think that's the entire fight. You know what I mean? Forget the knockout, forget the records, forget the odds, forget that. It's whoever is going to control the distance. Whoever controls the distance is going to control the fight. And that's why I think this fight is so much closer than people realize. Like my brother, the brother Cali Monk came in and said Abdullah about the toy. Nah, I don't really think Albert Bell is one of them ones that you toy with. Toying is not really, I don't really think that. I think Albert Bell is a much more dangerous fighter, and this is a much more dangerous fight than a lot of people realize. You understand what I'm saying? The one thing I absolutely love about this fight, though, is I think that neither fighter wants the other's fight. I think Mason wants that controlled aggression, that pressure, that combination punching, breaking the rhythm. And I think Albert Bell wants order. He wants order. He wants distance. He wants jab. He wants movement. He wants to reset and then reset again. And I think they're going to be trying to drag each other completely into the other one's fight. So it's going to be a tug of war. Like, that's real high level boxing. A lot of people ain't, you feel me? Y'all not really feeling what I'm saying. And that's cool. But that's high level boxing. It ain't simply offense versus defense. You know what I mean? This is philosophy versus philosophy. And those are usually the best fights. He said there is a rematch clause for a genuine reason, man, because we're going to get two. We might need two. Yeah, we might need two. Man, there's so much pressure in this moment too, man. Like, bruh, like, And the irony of it is, I gotta go, man, because I gotta go get my family and run them around. We gotta go do some stuff, man, before it's time for me to get ready to go over to the fights. The irony of it is, and I'm gonna say this, the irony of it is that Top Rank did so much, or weren't able to really do anything for Prince Albert Bell with regard to his career, and they couldn't give him the big fights, and then they had to deliver him their future. I told Ohio Runs Boxing that. They had to deliver. They couldn't get him the fights. They couldn't get Navarrete. They couldn't get Oscar Valdez. They couldn't get Robson Conseco. They couldn't get Jamel Herring. They couldn't get Shakur Stevenson. They couldn't get none of these fighters to fight Albert Bell, but they had to deliver the future to him. And Albert Bell's been patient the whole run. And now we got to see. And then also, this is an excellent opportunity for the young champion, my young champion, Abdullah Mason. Man, that kid is so beautiful to me, man. It is an opportunity for him to prove that he is exactly who I think he is. Hey, man, this ain't no easy pick. You feel me? Callum said if Bell loses tonight, I think he should move up 1 or 2 weight classes. He looks way too skinny to be at 135. He a weight bully. I think he just moved up from 130, bro. I could dig it though. I think some people in life, man, just slender, bro. You feel me? I'm not one of them. I think some people in life just slender, but I don't know, man. We'll see. This ain't no easy pick though, man. This ain't no easy pick for me. I heard plenty of people say Mason by knockout, Mason by domination. Mason gonna toy with this boy. You feel me? And Albert has absolutely no chance. You understand what I'm saying? I don't see it that way. And it's not because I doubt Abdullah Mason. I don't. I know Abdullah Mason is special. I know he's a prodigy, and I know he is the future of the sport of boxing. You feel me? I think he is going to be one of the future face of the sport of boxing. But I don't think greatness is not proven against easy opponents. It's proven against dangerous ones. And I think Albert Bell is dangerous. Yeah. Fall KO said, I keep hearing about Albert Bell. Is it really, he said, is it really his time? Or will Mason prove the boxing world right about who we think he is? Respect, champ. And I hit the like button. Salute, family. And that's all I'm saying, FOGKO, bro. Like, it's 1 or 2 ways. You feel me? Because the fact is, if this don't happen for Albert right now, it's a possibility it might not happen because the boxing world is gonna roll dirt over him, man. You feel me? It's gonna just roll dirt over him, bro. And you feel me? That'll be that. And Abdullah will go on and do, you know, the things that he's gonna do with his great career. Salute to both of these fighters for making this fight happen, man. Salute to them. All right, man. Let me make my official prediction, man. Then I'll get out of here, bro. This is how I see it. The early rounds are gonna belong to Bell, not dramatically, but subtly. They're gonna subtly belong to him. I think he's gonna jab, control the distance, be quick. And I think he's gonna be making Abdullah reset. I think he's gonna frustrate the champion. Around the middle of the rounds, I think Abdullah's going to increase his pressure. He's going to find his success. He's going to settle in, man. And I think he's going to be able to do some great work. And he's going to look like he is who we really, truly think he is. You feel me? And I'm telling you, I love that. He's going to have success. He's going to land harder shots. The crowd in Cleveland is going to go bananas. I think the momentum is going to shift. You feel me? And I think the crowd is going to erupt. It's going to be jumping in there. Y'all going to be standing up. Y'all going to be screaming at the television for people who ain't there. And I think that Bell is not going to panic. I don't think he's going to panic. I think he's going to keep boxing. Like KG said, he's going to keep boxing. You feel me? He's going to keep thinking. He's going to keep making Mason work. And it's going to come down to the championship rounds. It's going to come down to the championship rounds. I believe that we're watching a tactical fight that's much, much closer than the betting odds suggest. You understand what I'm saying? I think every round matters. Every exchange matters. Every adjustment matters. And when the final bell rings, I believe that Albert Bell has stolen just enough rounds with discipline, with timing, and with ring generalship. I got Albert Bell winning by a majority decision tonight. Yeah. That's what I think, man. That's what I think. Dang. Queen 71 said Mason was in a fight with Sam Noakes, so Bell has better than a chance to win. FOGKO says boxing is diabolical for that, but as new media, we can represent these fighters the right way. Yes, indeed. As independent media outlets, man, I'm telling you, we got to. The guy said this ain't that. Cali Monk says, if and when Abdullah Mason wins tonight, do you think Schofields will step up in competition and make a potential showdown happen? I hope so. That's actually, to be honest with you, if Abdullah wins tonight, man, that's probably the fight I want to see next. Unless this fight warrants a rematch, you know what I mean? In which case I would love that, but it wouldn't be necessarily a need for it. You know what I mean? I think that I would love to see Mason get in there with Schofields. He said the top ranked machine ain't gonna allow that. Who you telling? Gregory X said Mason's 22 years old. Fast twitch muscles are faster and metabolically more efficient than Bell's 33-year-old fast twitch muscles. That's a fact. Felix said it'll suck if Mason loses. Lala D said it might be a unanimous decision, but I want Abdullah. Justin X Factor says I'm gonna be in there. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be in there too, bro. Man, if you see me in there, man, holla at me and tell me who you are, bro. If you see me in there, I'll be moving around. And everybody in here that's in the that's gonna be in the building, man. Let's flick it up if y'all here, man. I got to get out of here, man. But that's my final pick, man. My official prediction: Albert Bell by majority decision. I think Abdullah Mason is two things. I said I was gonna come back to this, Queen. Abdullah Mason is exactly who I think he is. You understand what I'm saying? I think that Albert Bell has been preserved in the sport of boxing. I also believe that his experience, man, and his ring generalship and craftiness is literally going to pay off. And I really truly believe that there's a lot going on. It's a whole lot more stuff that I don't really want to talk about, but it's a whole lot more that's, maybe I'll talk about it after. But I really think it's that time. Also, the other thing was these fighters had full camps. You understand what I'm saying? And I believe that, Abdullah was training for Joe Cordina, which is a totally different fight. You understand what I'm saying? It's a totally different fight to prepare for than Albert Bell. On the contrary, Albert was preparing for Andy Cruz, which is a totally different fight. You understand what I'm saying? But the preparation for Andy Cruz, I believe, is different. But I would, if I had to pick the preparation for Andy Cruz versus the preparation for Joe Cordina, I'm gonna pick the preparation for Andy Cruz every trip. You feel me? I believe that the preparation for Andy Cruz, we're going to see conditioning, we're going to see distance. We're going to see timing. We're going to see ring generalship. We're going to see patience. We're going to see a lot of stuff from Albert. I believe that, you know, the preparation for Cordina was you know, literally going to be more about dominance, more about responding to pressure, more about answering the calls when you needed to answer the call, to being a better boxer, to being more crafty on the inside, so on and so forth, which is not the fight that Albert Bell is going to present. Ultimately, though, man, this fight means everything, man. Regardless of who wins, this fight already accomplished something important. You feel me? For me, it reminded boxing that meaningful fight still matters. You understand what I'm saying? And ultimately, it reminds boxing that that friends, brothers, people who adore each other, people who love each other, people whose families have genuine love for one another, people who are from the same soil can fight and make big fights and create wealth for their families, man. Hey, man, salute to you. I got to go, man. It's Junior the Truth signing off, man. Give you a daily reminder to view your life like a paradise until it looks like a paradise. I'm a Ohio-born player made. If you don't know anything, hey, man, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Hit the like button. Y'all be sure to come over to the Punch Junkie, www.punchjunkie.com, the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science. Y'all go check out the article that I wrote on the fight, man. It's there. Follow me on social media, Junior the Truth, or the Punch Junkie. You can follow both of them. Hey, man, I'm Ohio-born, player made. If you don't know anything else about me, at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.
Ghetto, baby, I seen pistol play. And K's airing like when white bitches don't get their way. Pull up with that whip appeal, look like baby face. Guerrilla warfare, what a motherfucker bathing age. Never falling off, I live my life on the edge. Telling lies on the real, they don't believe what you're saying. I ain't never complained, I ain't never was scared. Look here, bitch, it ain't no buts about my last piece of bread. Camoed out, grew up on them niggas from the know you. Funny how they lose themselves when they can't control you. Here's a 50 slab, cause the game is out of order. Make me kill a nigga career just to meet my quota. Hold up, none you rap niggas want it. I got remnants of Biggie, I was never the homie. I'm so genuine with her, she let me ride on that pony. Don't need your flowers, I grow them. Got the game in the